And I have teased that we have a special guest in the building. And of course, you know, I have to get my guests to introduce themselves because they do it best.
Hey, it's Essii.
Okay, so we got Essii in the building, and it's not her first time in the building.
No.
And it's not her first time either on a show with me. So this is exciting. This is like a reunion.
This feels like deja vu, I can't lie.
Talk a bit about our last interview. I want to know, how did it kind of go for you? Because, yeah.
Do you know what? You were really good vibes. So, and I can't lie, I did message you after being like, do you want to go for Nando's? So
yeah, she actually begged her.
Really good presenter. Yeah, no, I bullied her to be my friend. So yeah, it was a really good interview. And
then we ended up bonding over so many things.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, child. That's why I said, I literally told her this interview is going to be so hard for me because it feels like I already know you. I know your music. Yeah. I'm getting releases. But for the listeners that do not know who you are, I want you to give your like them a brief insight to what it is that you've done, your music career, your music journey so far.
Well, I'm an R&B artist. I've released a couple songs here and there, but my latest song, Villain, obviously is what I'm here to talk about.
Yes.
I just sing about how trash men are, basically. Most of the time. Sometimes, actually, no, that's not true. The recent song is about me and how I could be a better person, I guess.
Okay. I wanted to actually talk to you about the type of music you make. So like you said, you talk about how people have done you dirty. And from what we can see on your TikTok,
oh God,
you're in a stable looking relationship, okay?
Yeah, no, it's going better. Do you know what? It's drying up the content because I'm so used to being like, men are this, men are that. And I'm like, oh, my boyfriend's actually really cute. Like, I don't need to talk about that anymore, but yeah.
Do you find it like harder now to make music about them type of topics? Because especially because that's what the fans kind of look for. That's what they're interested in.
I was actually in studio just before I came here and I was having a full-on breakdown. So I was like, I actually don't know what to write about because like, it's harder for me to like talk about being in love and how great it is. It's so easy to be like, men are this, men are that, and I'm toxic and da-da-da. Like, it doesn't resonate anymore. So it definitely has like forced me to come at it in a different angle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and it's good to see that you are onto new and better things. But have you ever thought about switching up the style of music? So do you know, like you said, you mentioned a lot about being heartbroken, going through things, and of course, as your life is changing and evolving, thanks be to God.
Thank you, Jesus.
You know, that you need to like take a different lane of like the lyrics, or do you feel like you're going to stick to these lyrics and what you're talking about?
No, I definitely, word on the street is I've got an EP coming out at the end of the year, and I definitely have kind of touched on my new relationship and like just basically going on to better things, you know what I mean? So, but I obviously at the same time, I still write about pain from the past, and also it's good to write about like different perspectives as well. Like sometimes my friend actually came to me with a situation. She's like, my man's doing this and my friends don't like him, and I was like, that's actually a really good song concept. So like, yeah, I definitely have been switching it up, but also we're still a little bit toxic. We've still kept the vibe going a little bit.
So you're getting inspiration a lot from other people as well.
Yeah, and I think that's good as a songwriter, just to challenge yourself, especially. Yeah.
We're going to talk about your debut single. I believe it was Spicy.
Oh God. Oh my God.
You have actually put it back on YouTube after the fans have been begging. Yeah. They've been begging for it. They've been dying for it. And it's finally back on YouTube. Yeah. And obviously, I went back to look at the video because obviously I didn't know.
I hate you. I actually hate you so bad.
And it was very different. It was a different vibe. Yeah. I did like it, especially for its time. You know, you had the dancing, you had the choreography.
Oh, we had everything.
You had everything. Was right, girl. You was giving.
We went full out for the first one. Yeah.
And I want to ask, you know, why is it that you kind of wanted to retract from putting it back on YouTube and on socials?
I just felt like as an artist you grow and like you complete, and I've only been out for a short amount of time, but in that time, especially from the beginning, you learn so much and you meet so many different people in the music industry and you get inspired. And I was just like, Spicy is a banger, don't get me wrong. it still has its place, but right now for me, I don't resonate with it anymore, and that's why I took it down. But also it's important to show the growth, and it's important to also listen to your fans. Like, the music is for them at the end of the day, not for me. So that's why I put it back up.
So obviously this is getting a bit deeper into it. You say you don't resonate with it anymore. What is the reason behind that?
I'm not a braggy sort of person. I'm just not. And I think he'd think I'm hot, you know, no, I'm spicy. Like, it's catchy, but I was like, I don't think of myself as a spicy person. Like, no, I don't. Like, don't get me wrong, I look good, but I just, that's not the sort of thing that I would write about now. Yeah. But there's a time and a place. And also, again, for the EP, I'm really like pushing this EP. Yeah. I have got the catchy bangers, the Outside City Girl songs.
Of course.
Yeah, we can't leave that out. So yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? The unreleased, I wish I had it. But this,
we should have previewed it.
we still got time.
Exclusive.
We still got time. We can make it happen. So listeners, if you want an exclusive, make sure you are sticking with us. But we're gonna talk about some of your other singles, before the release of Villain. So you've had Pouring, you've had Brown Eyes, you've had Press on Me.
Yeah.
You've had, is it Still Think About You?
Still Think of You.
Still Think of You.
Yeah.
What is your favourite out of the four?
Oh, Pouring. I don't even think about it.
Oh my God.
100% Pouring.
I think it's the listener's favourite as well, because that one is up there in terms of the views and numbers. How did it feel, obviously, being a new artist into the scene, and especially R&B? How did it feel to, get that kind of support from so early on in your career?
Oh, it was amazing. I really didn't expect it, I can't lie. But I think at the same time, you can tell when a song's going to go off, I'll be real. Like, a lot of the time, especially UK artists, were underrated as hell.
Yeah.
But with that song, especially with, like, there was the sample as well. Like, it was just Faith Evans, obviously, icon. So, like, I knew the song was, like, a banger. I didn't know it was going to do the numbers it did. But it's just a personal favourite of mine. And the fact that everybody else kind of... I went to somebody's house, like, a couple months ago, and their mum didn't know that it was me who made the song. And she, like, he messaged me afterwards, like, my mum has this song in her playlist, and I was just like, that's so cool that, like, the audience has expanded to mums as well.
Reaching the mums.
The mothers. So I was happy with it.
I mean, girl, you're doing something right if you're reaching the mums.
Exactly.
Okay, and to talk about your single with Coi Leray, Brown Eyes.
Yeah,
that is a big one as well.
Big one.
Coi Leray was still big at the time. Like, obviously she didn't blow up the way she blew up on TikTok, but we knew her from her song with Ghana Slide. She was doing bits. So how did that kind of come out briefly?
So basically, obviously, shout out to my manager. He had obviously, I'd known who Coi was before with Slide. That was a really good song. I started on my playlist. And he had reached out to her team and was like, look, we've got a song, do you want to be on it? And she had, like, heard it, and she's from the island, so she really liked that sort of thing. And she agreed to be on it, and we made the song. She FaceTimed me in studio. She was such good vibes, and her dog's really good vibes as well. I got to speak to the dog on FaceTime. I went to sleep because obviously the time difference, woke up, and it was like the missing piece of the song had been added. Like, genuinely, it was like perfect. And and then obviously COVID hit, the lockdown, and like literally made the music video afterwards, and it was just amazing. Okay, quickly, in 10 seconds, you got 10 seconds to think, what was your favourite part of the music video? Taking shots. Getting waved on set, obviously. Fair play. But we're gonna play some Brown Eyes, Essii featuring Coi Leray on The Beat London right now. Yes, like mentioned, it is Cam on the Culture and Influence show every Monday from 7 till 9 p.m. And you just heard some Essii with Brown Eyes, and we've actually got Essii in the building. Hey. How are you? I'm doing swell. So glad I'm here. I didn't mean for it to sound sarcastic. I didn't mean for that. I'm actually genuinely gassed. Do you know what it sounded like? Do you know when you need to think of what can I say? What can I say that sounds actually nice? Yeah, no, I've got like a vault of like responses, and they all sound sarcastic, but it's the best I can do. I'm sorry. Well, we'll take it as genuine. Yeah. Okay, so we spoke a bit about your singles before the release and stuff like that, but we mentioned a little bit about the UK R&B music scene. And obviously we have amazing artists out there. So for example, we got the likes of Flo, Mahalia, plenty of UK R&B girlies. And I want to ask you, obviously as an R&B artist, because there's obviously this conversation of R&B is underrepresented. English, you know what I'm trying to say. I get it, girl, it's fine. And I want to ask you, what do you think about the UK R&B scene right now, especially for women? Oh my gosh, it's popping. Like, I feel like, do you know what it is? I think people just, I think when they hear English, they're like, nah. And I don't know what that is about. Like, America doesn't, obviously I don't want to blame America because they don't really know about us like that. But even the UK themselves, like, I think we like, I don't know if it's we protect them too much and we don't want to share them out or something. I don't know what it is, but especially women, like, we're not given a big enough voice, and it just needs to change, I can't lie. So you think it's mostly the problem with UK people wanting to see other UK people thrive and be better? There just needs to be a bigger push from from the UK themselves. Yeah. But just like, also, I'm not going to get too technical into it, but I just think the UK in general just needs to do a better job. Labels, the audience, we just need to do a better job at representing. Yeah. Okay, so obviously you've had a big momentum when coming into your career, and what are kind of your plans to stabilize it, make it okay, I am going to be that UK R&B girly that breaks through? What are my plans to do that? Yeah. I mean, TikTok. No, I'm joking. Obviously Obviously, TikTok plays a massive part in it, but I think my main thing is I've been so gatekeepy of my music because I'm such a perfectionist. I'm like, oh my God, I can't release it until it's perfect. But like Michael Jackson literally said himself, like he used to listen back to his music and be like, I could have changed that. Like you can't do it. You just have to put it out. So I'm definitely going to be releasing a lot more just so that people can hear more of me and how like versatile I can be as well and how much I've changed and like grown as an artist.
Yeah. And I think as well with what you were saying, like, do you know when you look back at the music, I feel like as well you look back even once it's been released, once you feel like you perfected everything and you'll never
I will hear like a little cymbal or tambourine and be like, God, like why did I do that? So I've just given up.
And it's stuff that us listeners don't even
know. They never know.
Never.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get more music from you. We're gonna get an EP.
Yeah.
Is Villain gonna be one of the many on the EP?
I don't know, because I've got so many good songs. Like I've now actually solidified like what my songs are going to be.
Okay, so you know the track list.
Yeah, I know the track list. Still thinking of the name. I think I've got a couple ideas, but Villain, I don't know if I was going to put on there, to be honest. I didn't actually think about it, but we might be able to squeeze some space on there, you know.
Okay, how many numbers are we looking at on the track list?
5. That's as much as I'm giving away about this EP.
That is small as well.
No, it's not for an EP.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can give me some... Maybe you can feature on it. Beat Cam.
Do you know what I want to do? I want to do the little intro. Do you know when you do the little voiceover into a song? I want to do that.
Oh my God, yeah. Or like you know, on Summer Walkers, she had like people telling about their past situations, like voicemails. Yeah, definitely. I should like. You've sent me so many inspirational voicemails about my ex. I should definitely just put one on there. You just being like, F him, I can't stand him. Yeah, definitely.
Why are you being on my business?
I said my ex, not yours. We won't do that.
Okay, so what Essii has confirmed is I will have a feature regardless.
Yes,
so I'm
100%.
happy with that. Okay. But we're going to talk quickly about Villain. We're not going to play it on this half. We're going to play it after the ad break.
Okay.
But talk about the inspiration behind Villain.
I was just really tired of dating rubbish men, for the lack of a swear word. I was just like, why? Well, no, I was kind of like, I'm on a toxic vibe. I want to make something cute because I'm happy, but I'm still feeling toxic. And I just realised that like, I am the issue. Like, these men will never change, but there are good men out there. And if you're choosing to date bad men, that is your fault. And so it was just kind of a love-hate song to myself, being like, get yourself together and stop basically wishing bad on yourself. Yeah.
And do you feel like you were going through that phase at that time where you're thinking, oh, like, so do you know, for example, when you were writing the song, did you feel like, cool, it's all on me, like, and you were at a point where you're taking full accountability, or do you feel like it was, you know?
I definitely was at a point, it was a turning point, because I think in my relationship, because I was so happy, I didn't understand why I was still kind of feeling just like toxic. I was like, it's obviously not the other person's fault, so it's me. And then you kind of have to sit and like look in the mirror and be like, look, I am the issue here. And it was a lot jammed into the song. I'm not going to go really deep into it for lack of time, but yeah, it's definitely like a self-accountability song. Okay,
and very quickly, do you feel like there's any song that you have made that has not had a meaning behind it that has been released? Spicy, pure vibes.
Just pure vibes, yeah.
Fair enough. That's why you do not like this song. Okay. Well, we are going to play Villain after ad break, but we're going to turn up the vibes with some dance. This is Strategy with Izumi. So we briefly discussed your journey into music. We've discussed, the UK Rnb music sign. So, oh my gosh, girl, my English is not English until
it's okay. Honestly. You're Egyptian. It's fine. Just use that as an excuse.
Serious. We're gonna get into the game after. The game isn't too bad.
Okay.
But I want to ask you, how's the feedback been of that so far?
I don't know. I feel like, do you know what it is? I don't want to be like jinxing it. That's why I shut up.
You're quiet. Like.
Yeah, because I'm always the one to be like, good news, guys. Snapchat, everyone should know. And it's like, no, because you don't know yet, baby girl. Yeah. Stop. Yeah.
I know you don't like to get into all of that, but when do you think we can expect new music from you? Obviously, besides from the EP.
God, I don't even know what month it is right now. What month is it?
It is April.
Oh, end of May.
Yeah. End of May.
Yeah.
So this unreleased feature that, in my opinion, is going off on TikTok could be coming out at the end of May. Is there going to be a music video to it?
Yes, there is.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay. Slowing it down a bit for you with Essii with a Villain, but we're going to speed it back up. So I've got a game for you.
Great. I'm so bad at these games.
No, but it's not bad. This is an opinion-based game, okay? So it's not like you have to get an answer right or wrong.
Fair enough.
But your song we've just played is called Villain.
Yes.
We're going to give you a list of scenarios and I want you to tell me whether that scenario makes you a villain or not.
Okay, no, I like this.
Okay,
this was like Twitter. Okay,
it's Twitter scenario.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'm really good at this.
Okay, so we got the first one. So gatekeeping an item that you really like and where you got it from.
Oh, villain. Oh my God, grow up. Like, no, you're not Kim Kardashian, babe. Shut up.
Have you ever gatekeeped an item?
No,
Never in your life.
I'm going to brag on the radio. I just got a video on TikTok that hit like 30 million views because of my necklace. And I did not gatekeep that. Everyone was asking where it's from. And Shrovsky, if you're listening, sponsor me. Because I was giving out advice.
My sister, how do you say it?
So what? You know what? I don't care.
Okay, we're gonna do a lesson on Essii. Okay, the next one. Being pursued by a friend's ex, but they dated ages ago.
It depends how long you were dating for.
Okay, we're gonna give two scenarios.
Okay.
Dating for 3 months.
Okay.
And then dating for a year.
If it was 3 months and you were like 16, you're not a villain. But also, no, actually, no, always villain. Because I always say there are so many men on this earth. Why are you going for your best friend's ex?
Fair play.
It's so weird.
Fair play. Okay, next one. We got cutting off a friend because they didn't want to get a birthday gift.
No, wait, no, that is villain because I'll be real. We are paying bills. We have things to pay for. Why are we buying birthday gifts? But unless it's a best friend.
Okay, yeah.
If it's a best friend, nah, like that.
Sorry, I interpreted it wrong. I thought you were saying they were villain for
no, they were villain. They were villain for cutting off.
Okay,
yeah,
fair play. We're in a cost of living crisis.
Yes, we are actually. It's a recession.
It
like,
gets
come on.
Okay, not agreeing to split a bill always equally.
Women or men?
Okay, give me your answer for both. Okay. We need the answer
Every
for both.
time.
So women,
Yeah.
are they a villain?
No.
Men?
Wait, I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, listen. Not villain. I'm just going to say they're not toxic.
They're not a villain. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's fine if men want to be a bit stingy with their money.
Oh, wait.
When it comes to the bill.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Equality, whatever.
Okay, are you a villain if you ghost someone because you don't like the way that they are dressed when you link them?
You're not a villain at all.
What is someone not being able to dress for you? Because I know for some people it comes to like colour coordination, and then some people are just like...
you take me Hakkasan and you are in a night tech, my brother, what are you doing?
She even said, my brother, you're not boo anymore.
What
You're
are you
bro.
doing? Yeah, you're now my brother in Christ, because what are you doing?
And you think it's fine just to ghost?
100%.
100%.
Even block their mum on Facebook. 100%.
That is too far. That is too far. Okay. The next scenario is going out with a close friend's intimate family. So that is like your best friend's like sis.
What, dating?
I was going to say sister. So dating your best friend's brother, for example.
Not villain.
You're not villain.
No, did you not hear Victoria Justice? My best friend's brother is the one for me.
I don't know. No.
What a banger. You ever watched Victorious?
I did, but I don't know their song names. Like, I wasn't that in tune with the show.
Not villain.
So imagine now you're in a party or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Your friend is there and a guy that you're talking to is there.
Yeah.
And they go and tell the guy, oh, I heard you lot are talking. Do you think that makes them a villain or not a villain?
What if my best friend tells them that they heard they're talking?
No, that you and the guy are talking. So let's say you're not on levels at the moment, you're seeing each other, you're dating, and they come up to the guy and it's like, oh, I heard you lot are talking.
Oh, villain. Because I'm like, why? Close your gums. What are you doing?
Gums!
Stop. Like, that's
never heard that
embarrassing. That's really embarrassing for me. No, yeah, villain.
So overall, based on your answers, would you summarize yourself as a villain or not so villain?
I'm a villain.
You're a villain.
No,
Well,
I
I'm
am.
given villain. So what is going on?
No, okay, do you know what it is? I lied on most of them because I don't want anyone to think I'm a bad person. But yeah, no, so not villain, yeah.
Girl, no, you don't come here. I lie. I ruined the game.
I apologise.
We are people pleasers.
I told you I'm bad at games. I warned.
Okay. Well, the game wasn't too bad, was it?
No, that was actually okay. I don't know why. I was stressing in the car on the way
Next
here.
time, we're going to do another interview prior to the EP or post EP. Mm-hmm. It's going to get treacherous. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, cool. But I don't have a prize though. Don't come here with no prize.
Okay, I'll come with a prize. Is that fair enough? But you have to
really
give.
angry.
You have to give genuine answers.
Okay, yeah,
if you want a
genuine,
prize.
truthful villain answers.
I'll get a lie detector here and everything. Like, don't play with me.
Strap on the arm.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, cool.
Okay, just to sum up as well, I want you to talk to the listeners again because I know you mentioned it briefly, but everything that you have coming on the way.
So guys, make sure you keep an eye out for me, because as I said, I got a couple singles on the way over the next couple months, and my EP will be dropping at the end of the year. So definitely follow me on all my socials at Essii Official so you don't miss out.
Okay, thank you. And do you have anything else to say before we finish off on some Runway?
Go stream Villain.
Go stream Villain. Okay, she's plugged her socials. You can find this interview on socials very shortly. It's the Beat 103.6 FM. You can follow my socials, Cam KM1, and make sure you are not going anywhere, because we do have a guest mix in the next 30 minutes. So make sure you are sticking around. But next up, we are going to get some Runway and Khalid.